Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Stop by Sherwin-Williams and get 30% off select paints and stains May 2nd through the 12th. It's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Refresh your home inside and out with colors that make every space feel brand new. From cozy interiors to stunning exteriors, we've got the perfect shade for your next project. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Are you a financial advisor considering the Independent Registered Investment Advisor, or RIA model, and wondering where to start? Start with Schwab Advisor Services. Schwab has helped thousands evaluate the full range of options and can help you determine your best path forward. Navigate the big and small decisions by tapping into Schwab's decades worth of insights on what fuels RIA success. With Schwab Advisor Services, you have a custodian that will support you every step of the way. Start your journey today at advisorservices.schwab.com/paths.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to the Coaching Youth Hoops Podcast.
They're playing basketball.
Here's our hosts, Steve Collins, and Bill Flitter.
All right, welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops.
Coach,
how are you?
What's going on? Great.
I know we
talk basketball today.
I know we tape these early, but I'm probably very stressed because school's starting soon. So,
that time of the year for you.
Hug a teacher is what I'm going to tell people listening. Hug a teacher. Ask permission first, but hug a teacher. Yes.
Yeah, definitely ask permission first.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Teachers,
people forgot during COVID. Remember during COVID, everyone was like, love the teachers because they had their kids at home.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
It's like,
but okay. While I was still working over the summer, you were fishing at your cabin for 3 months.
I was working. You trust me. I probably work more in the summer than I do in the during. Yeah. Anyway, don't say that too much.
All right, Coach. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about defensive philosophy, right?
Yeah, defensive philosophy.
We want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, right?
Yeah, let's do that first. Yeah, let's big shout out to Game Changer. Go to gc.com/coaching youth hoops. Check him out. It is should be your tool of choice to do multiple things: record your games, stream your games, stats, game lineups, and so much more. Go check it out, gc.com/coaching youth hoops.
Nice. Yes, go check it out. You can go check out Coaching Youth Hoops too if you want. A lot of good stuff.
Go check out coachingyouthhoops.com. Check it out there.
Check it out there.
Whole season of practice plans for you there, Coach.
I'm sure everyone's looking for
all done for you and a lot more.
Yes. All right. So defensive philosophy.
We're gonna talk about the Defend framework, which is the step-by-step guide that I'll tell you the truth. Where this came out of is, I was always a big defensive coach. Like I always put in defense first and that mentality. And then over the last 2 years, why I drifted slowly away from that and found I was spending less and less time on the defensive end of the floor. And I put more emphasis on scoring. And now maybe that came out of the need for the team I was working with at the time.
Maybe they needed it. Yeah.
They maybe didn't need it a bit more. But then I was just like struggling to get myself back to defense. So I'm like, I was sat and I thought, well, what could I do to like wrap my head around in the way I think and in the way I want to track defense. So I came up with this defend framework to get my head wrapped around.
The cliche is defense wins championships. I think it is more that it's a harder sell. Like it's an easier
Correct.
sell to have ice cream for dinner than to have your, green beans. So I think that's part of that has to be built into that philosophy a little bit. Is it's just a harder sell. Like how can you
hard period?
Yeah, it's hard. It's getting up and going to work every day. It's paying the bills. It's just
the
doing
blue
the stuff
collar
you gotta
work,
do.
right? It's the
it's the stuff you just have to do, I think.
Well, and I think the other thing for me too was just this idea that like if you think about it, offense, little ball, big hoop, just go put it there, and everybody is so super excited. They want to score. What's the first thing your mom asks you after your game? How many score? How many points did you score? Exactly. Right. Not how many defensive stops.
How many charges did you take? How many times did you dive on the floor? Yes.
Right.
No one
they don't ask that, right? So the one thing I learned is, I was just thinking about this. Is like, yeah, you could argue that defense, you do one thing, stop the ball. Well, you don't always stop the ball. Even the worst team that you play against scores maybe a lot less, but they still score. Or even a team that you're evenly matched with, they're still going to score. And what I found that worked really well for me is a focus that's different than stop the ball. One, if you think about like the funnel down defense is a great example. It doesn't say stop the ball. If you're saying push them in a certain area of the court to limit the scoring.
Right.
Right.
Put them in situations that they don't want to be in.
Yeah.
That's what
and
defense
what I found
is disruptive. Disruptive is a good word, I think, for defense. You want it to disrupt if they're dribble drive, you want to disrupt the drive or stop them from, whatever it is. But disruptive is a way when you're thinking of your philosophy, you should think about that.
Yeah, so exactly. And the chaotic defenses, right? Causing chaos. But that still gave me this idea of, well, how can we push them in a certain direction or a certain, like, what is really the true focus that I can get my kids to mechanically do as well? And what the funnel down really helped with that. And if you go to Coaching Youth Hoops, and you can look at the funnel down defense, and we'll put it in the show notes as well. I did the lock left defense as well, some similar overlapping concepts in that. The funnel down I like because you're focusing
better.
them to the gutters. Yeah.
I think the higher up you go, the more you can't run lock left.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, grade school.
You don't see the NBA guys running lock left. It ain't going to work because they're going to go around you. You can't lock them left.
You can't lock them
because what they're going to do is they're going to get around, get on your hip, and then it's off to the races. That's the problem.
Right. And as we said, sometimes like teaching the defense is like this uphill battle, right? Kids always, because they want to score. They want to work on that side of the court a lot more. So, anyway, I just felt frustrations of not teaching and not focusing enough on the defense and scoring defense, and how to evaluate if it's working or not.
So let's go through the defend framework real quick.
Yeah. So the first one is kind of like we talked about with our offense, finding the right offensive fit a few podcasts ago. And if not, just go look how to pick your perfect offense. And if you're struggling on the offensive side, you can go, if you go to coachingyouthhoops.com and the backslash or what?
Nothing key. So for those of you that are listening, Coach is like literally typing it in right now because he is having you want to make sure you got the URL right.
I want to make sure I get the URL right. Yeah. So it's coachingyouthhoops.com/youth-basketball-offense. So it's youth basketball offense. If you go there, type in a few questions. It's all AI driven.
AI powered, baby. It's AI powered.
That's
AI
right.
Powered.
And we'll give you your best fit offense. Okay, so defense. So let's talk
Okay,
about
so
the
before we
defend
do the
framework.
defend framework, let's give a big shout out to our sponsor again.
Yeah, go to gc.com/coaching youth hoops. Check out Game Changer. It will definitely change the way you run your teams. So gc.com/coaching youth hoops.
Okay.
So the defend framework. First one is, again, what's your style of defense do you want to play? Man, zone, combination defenses. Consider the age of your team, the style, a chaotic style, a trapping style, a full court. Right. So that's number one. What just you picking your own just style of play and within the rules that you may have in your league as well. Next is then E is for evaluate team strengths. So are you fast? Are you more agile? You got tall players, short players. What's their basketball IQ? Can you trap even? How's their communication and conditioning, right? So that's the next thing. It's like, okay, so let's narrow it down. So we start with the defense style, then we evaluate. And then you have to prioritize, well, I picked a style. Now, within that style, what are the fundamentals I need to focus on? Stance, footwork, positioning, the team concept together, right? Are you doing a funnel down defense? Are you doing a pack line defense, right? There's some fundamentals that you have to truly know, and then what fits your team the best. And then so you got your fundamentals, you got those planned. Now you got to plan those, right? The execution part, that's the E. And that is, okay, well, how do I break down all of the little pieces that I have that my kids need to learn? So I can give them the funnel down defense, but I got to break that down into the small pieces so they can learn the concepts, the terminology. So I got to design these progression drills, etc., as part and implement that as part of my practice plan. And then how are you going to measure? Right. So how are you going to measure the outcome of your of what you just did, right? So is it going to be points allowed, steals per game, charges, as Coach said earlier? Just establish those benchmarks early. Going to be, and then you have to do your evaluation piece, right? So how is it effective? You got to adjust your approach. If it's not, are you hitting those stats that you wanted to do? Is it meeting? Is it achieving what you would hope that it would achieve, right?
Right.
So that's how I think about how it breaks down. So
what's the hardest part about that, you think?
Probably just getting the kids in general to play defense and keep it up for an entire game and not have lapses.
Right.
But it's just a quick framework. Again, pick your style, evaluate it. What are the fundamental things you need to teach within it? Execute your plan, meaning break it down into the small pieces so you can teach it, measure it, right? Numbers and goals, and then just assess. Come back and assess. How are you going to? Keep
That's the key to anything is data, is assessing, is reevaluating and pivoting, and then going back and doing again. Repeat and rinse. Rinse and repeat or whatever it is. It's like, I think that's the key part of it. Anything else, Coach?
Coaches, go check out, like we said, gc.com/coaching youth hoops. You can also check out our offensive finder at coachingyouthhoops.com/youth-basketball-offense. And also check out, look for an email coming from us. If you're on our email list, we have some awesome skills clinics coming up online. And we hope you can attend those. We're doing a series of webinars and then ongoing clinics as well. So we'll put all that information in the show notes.
All right. Till next week.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.